Today on the UltraCycling magazine show, Brooke Whisenhunt, the overall winner in the 24-hour drafting event at Bike Sebring 2026. And now on with the show. Here are your hosts, Lee and Jim.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another exciting UltraCycling magazine show, the show about everything UltraCycling and bicycles in general. I'm Jim Lawyer, and there's Lee Kreider. How are we today, Lee?
Well, I've had a busy week with UltraCycling magazine.
Mm-hmm.
Um, very busy, as a matter of fact, and we'll talk about that in a little bit here.
That's a good
I
thing.
like them pretty good. How about you, Jim? You been busy?
Yeah, busy, and it's getting warm, so that makes it even more rough because we want to start doing everything outside.
Yep. You
So
got a
that's a
lot.
good
You got
thing.
a lot of outside work there where you're at.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to get back outside on the bike too. So that's another good. That's a good positive thing.
You should have thought about that when you bought that big place.
Oh, I know. Crazy, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and tell everybody who supports us. Here we go.
Yeah.
The UltraCycling magazine show is brought to you by the Race Across America time stations in Ohio. 41 Oxford, 42 Blanchester, 43 Chillicothe. We would also like to thank the sign man, Mike Minium, for all the route signs in Ohio. They make great souvenirs. Be sure to pick one up at any of the Ohio time stations. $10 gets you a great keepsake and lets us put one more on the route next year. For more great content, be sure to follow us on Facebook. Click that like, hit the subscribe button, and ring that bell on YouTube.
And the good news, Jim, is that we've had some people subscribe. We've had some people follow us on Facebook. Looking pretty good. I like
That is
like
that
what
is
I'm
awesome.
seeing.
And you want to talk a little bit about WBR real quick?
Yeah, well, it's simple. We got our 1 millionth bike,
Yep.
and one of the things about WBR is they also train people in bicycle mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
So these bikes aren't just thrown out there and left to rot or rust or whatever. They're maintained, and not only uh, does that help maintain the bikes, these people who get the training actually are starting their own bike shops and developing their own little businesses around it. So it's kind of a win-win situation, and we're so happy to be a part of that.
Definitely.
And if you'd like to donate, 120, well, no, $160 gets you a bike on the road, but any amount helps, and we're just glad to be a part of that program, Jim.
Definitely. And they can even do reoccurring smaller donations if they want to. So
Yes,
that's all,
you
all
could,
yeah, all there on
five,
the website.
$5 a month or something like
Yep,
that. And
definitely.
it really, we're really delighted to be a part of that program.
All right. Well, I'm going to find Greg and have him do the RAM roster updates.
All right.
Of March 8, 2026, here is the roster update for Ram, Raw, and Ray. Race Across America has 50 total racers from 11 countries. 1 2-person team, 4 4-person teams, 2 8-person teams, and 20 solo racers. Race Across the West has 19 total racers from 7 countries, 4 2-person teams, and 11 solo racers. Race Across the East has 15 total racers comprised of 1 2-person team, 1 4-person team, and 8 solo racers, all represent United States. Registration is officially closed for all races.
Very good.
Excellent. Well, Lee, it looks like pretty stagnant on RAM right now, so there won't be any new unless they pay extra. They can still try to register, but it's up to the
Yeah.
headquarters to decide if they want to let them in or not. So we probably won't do any more updates on RAM roster unless there's a major change. And then I plan on start doing the time station updates and other stuff starting probably beginning of April.
Okay, very well. And we're going to start having more Race Across America, Race Across West East people on
Yeah,
the show in the weeks
definitely.
ahead. So we'll get to talk to some of them.
Correct.
And I told you I had quite a week,
Hmm.
among other things, uh, just getting so much content sent to me from New Zealand
Yes.
in the 2000 and change brevet down there, Randonneur, the Kiwi Randonneurs. And not only Joanna Sharp, our reporter in New Zealand, and not only was she sending them, but she got some of the other guys down there.
Oh, wow.
They were all guys to send me stuff as well. I tell you, I was about as busy as you could be keeping track of all this stuff, and I still have content and a wrap up to do, and I'm going to try to get that done. I just want to say the scenery was spectacular.
Oh, I bet.
Spectacular. Now, I did not have any report. This is the land of the Lord of the Rings
Hmm.
and the hobbits.
There you
No
go.
hobbits, no hobbits were sighted, although many sheep were. But Joanna had more challenges than you could shake a stick at,
I know.
and she just rose to the occasion and overcame. And so I told her that her story on this race is worthy of another show sometime, and we're going to do that. Um,
Excellent.
so they're thinking about doing it again in 2028,
Okay.
since 2027 is Paris Press Paris,
Yep.
and hopefully, with our help, a little promotion on our part, and so we'll get some more people to come. I mean, it's a long way to go, Jim, as you well know.
Yeah, but worth the views.
You could put a nice trip in there, and
Yep.
1,000 K uh, brevet is actually a little more casual than a 1,200 because you get to sleep more, so
Definitely.
you take in more scenery, and they'll be tweaking the route and other things. It's just a wonderful experience, and I just want to thank Joanna and uh, Mark Thompson and Jeff Harris and some other people who sent me a lot of content. Thanks for letting me share that, Jim.
Excellent. All right. You want to go ahead and get to our guest?
Yeah, just to say, we don't have anything for sure next week. We will have a show next week, so
Yep.
just watch your usual um, station, and we'll tell you what it's going to be when we get it figured out. Okay?
Definitely. Okay, we'll go ahead and bring in our guest. Well, hello,
Yes,
Brooke.
Hi, how are you?
Very good.
this is our go big or go home girl.
Yes.
That's how I roll.
Yeah. Amazing job on Sebring. Yeah, that was just phenomenal.
Well, what amazed me more is that was your first 24-hour race. Is that correct?
It was my first over a century.
Wow.
Well,
You did go big, didn't
Doing
you?
it, and then I just seem
and
to
just
give
for
them
the
a try.
record, while we're
You
talking
know, if you
about
don't try.
that, what was it? 337 point what?
Sure, I'll take that point one.
I am breaking up a little bit. Is it me or is
I don't know, Lee. I heard it also. We'll
okay?
play it
So
by
it's
ear.
not all right. Yeah. So let's start out with the usual question of how you got into this sport of ultra cycling, and I guess how you got into cycling, and then how you got into ultra
Yep.
cycling. I wonder.
It's Brooke, unfortunately, with the audio problems.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, you may have to disconnect and reconnect, Brooke.
Yeah, just go out and come back in.
Okay. Sorry about that, folks. Well, little technical difficulty.
Little technical glitch here, and what can you say, huh?
That's the life and times of the internet.
So what can we talk about while Brooke's trying to get reconnected here?
I don't know the upcoming races that I know of. Well, we've got Calvin's Challenge coming up,
Oh yeah,
and I know registration is open for that. So if you want a good ride here in Ohio, and excellent event coordination, look up Calvin's Challenge.
yeah. I just want to check that out real quick here. Calvin's challenge.
You want to go ahead and talk, Brooke, and let us see if we got you back good?
It's still doing it, right?
Yep. Yeah, we're still got a bad delay and still bad audio. Yeah, she's got a very bad signal, Lee.
Yeah,
I
Can you
see
hear me
something.
now?
We can hear you now.
yeah.
We have no video.
So
Great.
is the video making it bad, you think?
You've got
Yeah,
a real low signal when you have the video on, so it probably is. But we can go ahead and continue without the
Huh.
video, and we can just hear you good. So,
yeah. We can
I'm
hear you.
sorry. Okay.
oh, no worries.
Well, now I'm busy looking up New Zealand to register for that anyway. So,
So, you want to tell us a little bit about how you got started in cycling and what made you to make the jump to ultracycling?
I actually, when I moved to Iowa about 15 or 20 years ago, I met a group and we started bike riding, just, recreational. And then I moved to Houston, Texas, and met a group of people and we started riding, 50, 60, 70, 100 miles. And I think I was just looking around and I saw the Florida 500, which intrigued me, but
Mm-hmm.
then I wasn't sure about the support for that one. So I saw the Sebring 24-hour race and I figured, well, let's see if I can ride for 24 hours and stay awake. And so I did.
Wow. And you did so very well. Amazing mileage in that time for doing the first over a century that you've done.
Well, thank you.
But I see you did some pretty healthy events before that. I see you did triple bypass. I love that ride.
Yeah, it was
Brooke.
very slow. Actually, that was the longest ride I ever did just because it took so long because those mountains you had to climb over.
Well, there's a few little hills to be found on that.
I
On that.
discovered I can go 3.8 miles an hour and not tip over.
Yes,
Wow.
I I understand that perfectly well. And
Beautiful
yeah,
though.
so, do you enjoy the climbing?
I do. So we went to Moab and there's a skinny tire festival there that I would recommend highly, and you do a lot of climbing on that one too.
Hmm. And that's a 3-day event, correct?
Yep. Beautiful. Well put
Excellent.
on.
So, what was your biggest challenge on Sebring? Or did you have any?
So remarkably it went pretty well, but my favorite story is at 4:30 in the morning. I was getting tired and I came around the same 4-mile loop that I'd been going around for 60 some times, and I thought I saw a battleship in the distance.
Oh, nice.
And I was
Yeah,
thinking to myself, we're not near the ocean. I'm like, I don't remember seeing that battleship. How'd it get
yeah.
so close? And then when I got closer, it was just the landscape. And I pulled over to where my husband was helping with support. And I said, I think I need a quick little nap.
Gotcha.
You've experienced the great visions that come sometimes with all this cycling.
It's scarier that they make total sense in your head. But no, I ate a lot of fig Newtons, a lot of peanut butter and jelly, some ramen. It was probably not what the people who did 600 miles did, but it worked for me.
Gotcha.
Well, it seemed to work And you answered one of our questions already, is your nutrition.
Hmm. How did you end up pacing yourself, never having gone that long or far? Did you have a plan in place, or did you just play it by ear?
So, we all are famous for our bike math in our heads as we're out riding, but
Hmm.
there was a man that I started with, and we were keeping about 17 miles an hour and maybe 140, 150 watts. And I thought that was kind of where I should be. And then obviously, as it went along, I made more stops and got a little bit slower. But no, it worked out pretty well. I just kind of listened to myself and didn't go over when I was feeling tired and when it got windier at night.
Yep.
So it was good.
So knowing that course, did you do the short loop the whole time, or did you go out on the long loop then start the short loop?
I just did the short loop because I felt a little dissuaded from the long route after there was talk about like the traffic being heavy and all that kind of thing. So
Gotcha, gotcha.
yeah,
So
and I
did you?
loved the short loop. It did
It
not
is.
bother me going in circles for that long. It was fine.
There you go. And it's just long enough where it's not bad. It's not a bad short loop at all.
It's not just when you're like, oh, I haven't seen so and so pass me in a while. They come zipping by you again.
There you go. Exactly. Uh, did you do any training ahead of this, or did you just go in blazing?
So, I mean, I ride a lot, just not that far, but I did some wake up at 2 o'clock in the mornings, and there's a
Hmm.
2 mile loop near my house, and I do that for a couple hours before work. But that was about the craziest thing I did because it's been really cold here, and I'd get up and bundle up and go do it.
Gotcha. Other than the battleship sighting, did you have any other occurrences? Being with the sleeping and all that, and being tired riding the
I,
bike.
honestly, once I took the nap at 4:30 in the morning, which impressed me, I made it that long. I got in the truck for 30 minutes and then an extra 15 because why not? Um, I felt good. I did change clothes. Like I got the sweaty clothes because I didn't want to be cold,
Hmm.
and it worked out well. I really didn't get tired. It's amazing. There were a couple of guys, you'd pass, and they'd pass me, and we'd kind
Yep.
of banter back and forth, and it was a great ride. It was very well put on.
Yep. Lee.
Well, I think, Brooke, was it you that telling me that you're going to go to Texas Hell Week?
I am. I sure am. And
And
that's a little scary because we don't have hills like that to train on. So I'm going to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the Stampede 200 on Saturday.
so you're going to do the 200 at the end.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, very well. Well, we'll be watching, seeing how you do there. Uh, what what other long range goals have you got in mind, or something that's in your dream basket when
Well,
you're
so the
not
best
dreaming
part of
about
doing one
battleships?
ultra is you start talking to people who recommend 600 other ultras, and then your social media and internet start filling up with ultra cycling ideas. So the Paladura, which is about 8 hours, that 24-hour endurance ride, I think it's called. I think I'm going to do that next year. I'm going to go to Ragbri, which I know is more of a party than an actual bike ride, but we're doing that in
You
July.
might see Jim
We'll,
there.
we'll be there on a big green tandem, so we'll look for you.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Yeah. It sounds amazing. Something you got to do all 7 days. So,
Oh, it is. It's if once you do it, you get hooked. I've done quite a few, and we go back every year.
yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I think Jim's got one of those tandems where you can freewheel in the front, and he just lets April do the work.
Yeah, I
Well, of
wish.
course. I have a friend who he and his wife ride the tandem. Same story.
Hmm.
Yeah, so after 2026, what are your big dreams?
I like honestly, Ram intrigues me. I'd have to step up my training a bunch, but like that would be an ultimate achievement to do that. I'd actually talked to a guy on the ride that had done the ride across the West, which sounds like the hardest part of the ride across America, but I guess if you make it through that, you can make it the whole way, maybe.
Yeah, the East has a a bunch of mountains that are short and steep, which is a little bit different than the other, the West.
Yeah,
So it's kind of even.
Have you done it?
No, I do the time stations and start the race
Okay.
across the East for them.
Jim's the race across the east go-to guy.
Yeah.
And
nice.
I can tell you from personal experience that those hills in West Virginia are something to behold.
Yep.
Those little like punchy ones. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're just little choppy ones. Well, not little, but I I would dare to say, and well, I maybe shouldn't say it. That
Go ahead,
probably
Lee.
the race across the east is probably as tough as the race across the west without the desert.
I agree with you. Yes, a different kind of hard.
Different kind of hard. I
Yeah.
mean, but yeah.
Gotcha. Brooke, in your one 24-hour race, what were the three most important pieces of equipment that you had or you think you should have had?
I feel like I had everything. The Fig Newtons, I'm gonna swear by the whole package of them because they're easy. I fit them in my little top tube bag and could just shove one in my mouth,
Yep.
every so often. Um, I mean, sunscreen, of course, put that on because that was a long time to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
And good bike shorts.
There you go.
Yeah.
Uh, for other women out there that are looking to get into bike riding and ultracycling, what advice do you have for them?
Just do it. I mean, where I work, I have recruited so many people to get out and bike ride with us, whatever distance, and just do it. Anyone I meet, I'm always like, "Do you want to ride a bike?"
Uh,
But it's important. Like, I mean, I have a great saddle, I have a great bike fit, and it makes all the difference because people I ride with that complain their rear end hurts, mine did
yep.
not hurt the old 24 hours. So you can't get
There
it better than that.
you hit the nail on the head. Bike fit and bike seat. So, uh, another quick question. I know Lee and I have opinion about this. Do you think women have an advantage in ultracycling and ultra distant races?
What's your theory on why we have an advantage? And I'll tell you if I agree or disagree.
I think you guys handle pain and you're a little bit more mentally tough than us poor guys.
So I would agree with that. I mean, I will say for the 24-hour race, it is a lot of mental versus, I mean, obviously it's some physical, but it is just, you got to keep on going and you can't stop. Like
Right.
now that I've done one, I know I could probably push harder on the next one. So, of course, now I've set a 400-mile goal if I do another one.
Excellent. Lee?
Well, I was going to say with me, it's a statistical thing. If you had the same number of women participating in ultracycling as you have men, you'd see a lot more women winners than you already do. We see a lot of them now, but I think it's just a matter of you know finding that cream that's there lurking around all the time. But well,
I think y'all have an
what?
easier bathroom advantage, though. I will say that.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you. When we did Paris Press Paris coverage, we had one woman who had some bathroom advice, and well, I'll save that for another day,
There
Jim.
you go, Lee. It's a
Anyway,
friendly show.
yeah, well, it wasn't that bad. It was just very, very funny.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I had. What did you learn, or what would you do different if you're doing this again?
um, I burned a lot of time. When you take a rest stop and you think you stop for 3 minutes and you stop for 10 minutes?
Yep.
Right.
There was a lot of that going on. So I would actually time them to make that quicker. And then I think I could have pushed a little bit harder. I just didn't know. So I erred on the side of caution. But yeah, the stops add up. Like I think my riding time was 20 hours and 15 minutes maybe. And I'm like, how did I waste 3 hours and 45 minutes? But bathroom, food,
Yep.
sitting
You
and
know,
sharing. Oh, potato chips, Lay's potato chips. Put that on my list of things.
There you go.
Brooke, you can think of a dozen reasons why you ought to get off of the bike.
Yes.
My shorts aren't fitting right, or something's not. I may have a low tire. I need to check it. It's just yeah, that time, that downtime really adds up surprisingly.
Yeah, I
Now,
mean, I saw, the winners, the Matthew Left Hand that did what 617 miles. Like his were pit stops like NASCAR. Mine were more like I don't even know, snack stops with toddlers.
And part of that, Brooke, is getting your crew tuned up so that they keep those stops short.
Yeah, well, my crew was my husband, who was fabulous. I tell him the lap before what I want to eat the next time, but then there was a chair there that was kind of nice to sit in for a few minutes, and then my mom and sister and her husband came out to cheer for a little bit. So yeah, next time I'll race it harder.
gotcha. Now, do you do any indoor riding on trainers?
I have a iFit bike, like a Nordic track bike where you do
Yep.
the workouts through that, and I do that some in the winter. But Houston, we're pretty lucky that we can ride outside most of the year.
Excellent.
I believe you're in Houston, aren't you?
Yes. Uh-huh.
So you're down there where it's pretty warm.
Yep. What's
Yeah,
the
heat's
worst?
not a problem for us.
Yep. What's the worst weather you've ridden in?
Training for this, I went out in some 20 to 25-degree weather, which is cold for us
Hmm.
Houstonites, and I couldn't keep my fingers warm. I couldn't keep my toes warm. I tried everything people said, and finally mittens seemed to do the trick. But that, and then we get a lot of wind here. Like I'm not crazy about a 20-mile-an-hour crosswind. Just
Hmm.
makes me a little nervous.
Gotcha. Now, did you just take one bike, or did you have a spare bike in case something happened mechanically?
I only took one. I didn't even know a spare bike was an option.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that was another. If something happened, I probably would have been out.
Gotcha.
Well, how would you characterize your bike? Was it a time trial or a conventional road or what?
No, it's a Trek Damani, just like an endurance road bike.
Okay.
Okay.
35 tires on it, so it's kind of comfortable.
Excellent.
Yeah, I actually do some triathlon, so I have a time trial bike, but I don't think I want to ride on that for 24 hours.
Gotcha. Now, since you've done triathlons, was it hard to transition to ultracycling or long distance races?
No, I honestly like going long and slow versus short and fast. I'm more of a like, I can go forever, but not very fast type person. So I enjoy it. Like, the bug bit me. I want to do more.
Excellent. Lee?
Well, you know what Shauna says, it's the only thing worse than slow pace is no pace.
There you
That's
go.
correct. But we do need more women doing it. Like, it was only me and Carrie were the two women that stuck it out for 24 hours.
Yep.
Yeah, and she's a heck of a writer. I mean,
She is amazing.
yeah, just a wonderful person. And unfortunately, her sister-in-law wasn't there to help us, as she's covered them before. And yeah. At any rate, well, Jim, you got any more questions?
Yeah, I had one question. Now, when you're riding these long distances, do you set milestones or do you just ride, or do you take it in chunks of like a mile, 5 mile, or whatever?
Well, so for this ride, I kind of had the 100-mile time I want to be and the 200-mile, and then I didn't know beyond that, how it would go.
Gotcha.
So the 100-mile was right at 6 hours, so I was really happy with that. The 200-mile was about 12 hours and 20 minutes, I think. And then it went slowly downhill after that. There were more stops and a little slower pace, but my goal going into it was to hit 300, and anything over that would be great. And
Awesome.
so once I hit 300, I was happy and just saw what else I could do.
Now, did you have any dark moments during the 24-hour ride? And if you didn't, what would you think about if you had something like that?
So I did not. And honestly, my sister came out, who is not a bike rider at all. And she was like, "You were the happiest person the whole time, every time we saw you. Like, you were never down about it." And I guess because if you don't set a lot of expectations, you're not disappointing yourself. I think you can get in your head that
Now,
way.
Brooke,
But
we talk
I mean, it's
about
worth
women's
everyone
soccer.
trying. You might as well see if you can stay awake. You can always stop if you can't. That little boy that did 200 miles, that 13-year-old, he was great, and he quit when he hit 200 miles.
Yep. Lee?
I was going to say, Brooke, you put your finger on it. The thing I noticed years ago, it really got me a believer in women as ultra cyclists, was at about 2,000, 2,500 miles, which is where I tended to see them. The women were still having a great time, and the men were just absolutely miserable. And I thought, there's something going on here that's different.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. It was, I mean, I was proud of myself for doing it. So, all in all, it was a great experience.
Excellent. Lee, anything else? I'm kind of, I mean, she's
No,
answered
I think
all the
this has
questions I
been
had.
great. I'm really sorry we didn't have your
Video.
video up, but the next time we have you on the show, and I'm sure there will be a next time, Brooke, we're going to take some time, and I'll get Jim involved here, who's our technical guru, to help you get that laptop working somehow and get that all figured out.
For sure.
And see if
After I
we
do
can.
New Zealand.
There you go. Perfect.
Well, sometimes, but I'm not a great one on new hardware. Well, thank you so much, Brooke. Thank everybody
Thank you,
for
guys.
watching. And we didn't have a single comment, did they?
No, we had watchers, but nobody commented. So
Yeah. So anyhow, thank you for watching, and thank you, Brooke, for being with us. Find us great, Jim.
All righty, we're getting out of here. You guys all have a good one.
This is Gregory Zuber, thanking you for watching and sharing.
Music by Kevin MacLeod.